Alright, so as we look onto the other side of the question states that create an electronic storage. So we have created an electronic storage of the records and use it to produce a graphical representation of members settings. So we are going to create a graphical representation. So that's the next part that we're going to be doing. This number one, it had two parts, just filling in the data, putting the data there, and then two, creating the graphic representation. So as we see, our friend already did it, and then but some of us, we don't know how to do it. So I'm just going to delete it from there, and then we see the way forward. Okay. So we have our Sente Kumeza fund savings or records. So we have the participants 1 to 12. Now, whenever we are creating a data representation or a chart, so we go to insert. So as we can all see, let me a bit zoom in, add in on the zoom. As we can all see that here in chart, we have what we call the illustrations. Now from the illustrations, we have the charts. Whether they have told you to create a pie chart, whether they have called you to put graphic representation, literally they are asking for charts. Now, any chart, they tell you even graphs are found in charts. So this is where we are going to create our work. Now, you cannot create a chart unless when you highlight or you select what you're going to do. We are going to select the names against the entire data. So I'm going to highlight this and then their loan balance. So because this is the graphic representation, we want to see how are they being represented. Someone else can say, why are we leaving the membership number? We can also include it there, no problem. Now this one, it is going to be our heading. So let's go to charts. I'm going to use a graph. I'm going to use a bar graph. Now a bar graph, we have the two column. So as you can see, I've not clicked anything. Now you see here down, we have the number one is called Kakai Isaac, up to number 12. All of them are included. We have also this one, which states that blue, it shows the total saving. The red, the maroon is showing the loan amount. So some people, they have on the red, some people don't have it there. So we also have this stake column. So any that you choose is okay. Are we at par? Any that you decide to choose is okay. Even we have this 3D. So you can determine the one that you feel like you want to choose. Even we have the 2D bar. So any that you feel like choosing is okay. So any. Alright, we can decide to take this, we can decide to take this, we can decide to take this. Now let's go with this one, the first one. Okay. Now this is the data representation. Now as you can see here on the chart title, we are going to put Sente Kumeza. I'm just going to double click there, and then we type here the word Sente. Okay, it's in capital letter. Sente Kumeza. It was supposed to be single Z. Sente Kumeza chart or data representation. Sente Kumeza data representation. So as we have that, so that is our heading. That is framework. You've already got then that. You put all this, the names, and then the participants' names. So here it is showing the colors, the grade, all this. It is participant. Now, the next thing we are going to be doing. Now, some people, they just click and drag. Let me just remove this. They just click and drag it here. And then they say, wow, I've finished and then I've done my work. But you're covering this work. Even if you put it here down, and then it is vivid here, but it's on the same sheet with your work or with your data. Now what we are going to be doing, we are going to get this work and then we put it on its fresh page. So as you see, if I click Ctrl V, now this is a different sheet altogether. Now it is printing because it's the one that I had selected on. Let me go back. Now if I click here and then I press Ctrl P, now you see how it is going to be printing it. Now when we are printing, as let me zoom in a bit, when we are printing here, this is coming, but yet we need everything to be on its fresh page. This is what we are going to do. After creating our chart or our graph, we are going just to right click here in space, or you just click onto it. There are two ways. When you just click onto it, we have here the chart design, we have the format. Now here in chart design, you can change any design you feel like. You see, you can even give it color. This is black. You can give it like this. So it is on to you what you prefer. So I think this one is such kind of very, very simple. Now, but you see here in chart design, we have what we call move chart here in the right hand corner. Move chart. So still the same thing, we can find it here. When I right click, I have what we call move chart. What this does, it's the same thing what this does. So let me use this. Okay, I'm going to use both of them and then I show you. Move chart. When I click move chart, we have new sheet. Now when I say new sheet, you see this here. It is going to go on a new sheet which has rows and columns. But object in sheet 1, now it is taking it to a different space. Now, okay, let me see. Okay, move chart. Okay, it's not moving. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Move chart. Sheet. Okay. Sorry. Sheet 1 and then I press OK. When I press OK to sheet 1, now the other one was chart. Now this is a chart space, so I can determine. Now as you can see here down, it's called chart 1. So I can determine how my chart is going to be looking like. Let me press Ctrl Z. Or I can just easily delete this. I right click and then I delete it. Now after deleting it, I'm going to do the same stuff again. Okay, I insert. Where? Let me go with this. The title, you can put it there. Now what I'm going to be doing, okay, here I'm going to move. I click this move. So you can see here we have new sheet. Chart 1, I can even also rename it data representation. Data representation, and then I click OK. Now you see that now here this sheet, the chart, it has gone to here where it shows data representation. Now here I can as well rename it center. It has to be center to measure. Okay. Center measure data presentation. Representation graph. Okay. Let's just take that. So when they are marking, this is what they need. When they come here on sheet 1, you have your work. Sheet 2, data representation. Even sheet 1, I can call it, I can rename it and then say center kumeza data. Now I click there. So and then I don't forget to save. Now this is our center kumeza. So that was our part. That is how we ought to have done it. So everyone, That is how we had to do our part 1. Hope we are all clear now. Hope that is very clear at the moment. I was going to say any question, but then I've remembered that you people, you are not here with me. Okay, let us go to part 2 or part B in the next link.